Man, y'all really just figuring out what I've been trying to tell people ever since the Kyrie Irving Gordon Hayward experiment failed. The Boston Celtics, the year that they signed Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, they were supposed to win the NBA championship. They were the best team in the league and they were supposed to start a dynasty right then and there. But Gordon Hayward gets hurt 6 minutes into the NBA season. It's never the same. Kyrie Irving, he gets hurt. In the playoffs, we were introduced to Scary Terry, Jaylen Brown, and Jayson Tatum. The Celtics pushed the Cavs to 7 games and lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. The next season, nah, they they weren't cohesive enough. The whole Kyrie Irving situation start happening, and then you start to see the writing on the wall. Gordon Hayward, he's not healthy, but they again have a decently successful season. Kyrie leaves, they bring in Kemba. Gordon Hayward's there. They're losing their depth. Al Horford's gone. Scary Terry's gone. I started to say then, hey, this team, they stuck. Their window is over. And now everybody is gone. And it's Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum and a bunch of everybody else's. Oh, with Kemba and a bunch of everybody else's. This team is not a title contender. They're going to be stuck in NBA purgatory for a long time, but because they have two good wing players, their organization hitting on some draft picks and some injuries away from being a finals team. I really don't believe Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown will win an NBA championship until probably their seventh year in the NBA. They could have got it young and been a dynasty, but that failed. The Celtics, they're in a really weird position because their people aren't young. They had a young ascending stars, people that you saw were stars. They were paying star players, and they had just so much depth. It was insane. They missed their window. The Celtics have missed their window. They need to re-strategize. Because as of now, I know y'all love Jayson Tatum, but he's not currently ready to be the best player on the championship team. I've been saying it forever. Jayson Tatum resembles Paul Peirce to me. So much. He resembles Paul Peirce to me. And because Paul Pierce is delusional and think he Kobe, people slander Paul Pierce and they don't understand that Paul Pierce was a good player. But Jayson Tatum is closer to Paul Pierce. And when Paul Pierce won his ring, he was on the best team in the league by far. He was surrounded by other great talents. Same thing is gonna happen. At least they already have one piece with Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker. Yeah, he cool, but they need a fourth piece and a bench. I apologize, but hey, Kemba, Jalen, Jason, that trio is not good enough. That looks like some Atlanta Hawks with Joe Johnson. That's a 60-win team, but they're not a playoff team. I hate to admit it. I hate to tell y'all the truth. I know there's a love affair in Boston. But unless there's injuries, that team is not winning a championship. I believe they will eventually, just because they're gonna have the same unit for a long time. This Celtics lineup, I feel, might be one of the only teams that we see stick together for like 6, 7 years with like a consistent core because they were drafted and it is a good situation. It looks like a good situation. You're competitive all the time, but eventually the writing's finna be on the wall. Like, comment, sub.